Let's start with defining purpose. Purpose is the original intent of the Creator. Finding your purpose just became something you should look forward to every day. Hi, my name is John Akinola, and welcome to another episode of Finding Your P. Hey everyone, good afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are today. Welcome to another episode of Finding Your P. And in this episode, we're going to be interviewing someone interesting, and you get to hear from him in a bit. So without further ado, let me allow him introduce himself. Tell us about you, your name.
Good afternoon, John. My name is Gibson Ogunkunle.
Awesome. Gibson in the house. Okay, so Gibson, before we started this episode, you took a test and you found out something. What was it? And what did you come to realize about yourself when you took that test? And I think from there we'll get to build on a conversation today.
Yeah, John, I took the test, and what I noticed was that, I know I'm a quiet person, and I know I like to be more relaxed, like minding my own business. Even at work, I just like to be on my own. And most of the time, I like helping others, and also I like to be pleased, to help people to do the right thing at the right time.
So, do you feel like sometimes you don't want to confront people, especially when they're like, maybe you're seeing someone doing something very wrong and you're like, you know what, let me just leave them?
Yeah, it happens sometimes. Well, another thing is, for me, I'm also a shy person, whereby I will have an idea in mind to talk about, but I don't know what is stopping me from saying that particular idea. And most times, even if I want to say it, something is stopping me from saying it. So most times, if I want to talk to someone, sometimes the person's attitude shows if the person is willing to answer that particular question, or if he wants to be corrected in something. So most times I just leave the person and just go my way.
So, I want you to tell me a bit more about you, the things you like to do, and the things you actually do.
Well, most times I love sport, I love football, and I always like to talk about sports. And apart from sports, I also do photography, but mostly in the sports aspect, like football documentaries, sports photograph of young children, young players playing football for greener pasture. You can see most times I always traveled a lot to go. I've gone to 5 states because of this sports photography and stuff like that.
Okay. Wow, that's really awesome. So, do you see, anytime you go to these events, what have been the most interesting of those moments for you? And, what do you think sparked your interest in sports? And when did you notice?
What sparked my interest in sports is when I came to the station, and I knew that I'm not a fan of entertainment stuff, and all that. I most times I watch football, I play football all the time. So I decided to delve into that. And apart from that, I like to write stories online, tweet messages. Apart from that, I love playing drums also. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's really awesome. So let's talk more about the test. So when you took the test, what did you see, and do you think it's right? Do you think it was correct? And what's interesting to you about what the results were?
One thing is that I know I like to be a quiet person, but also for me, I really think it's high time for me to come out from the box, to be able to speak out when I'm supposed to speak, not being afraid of so many things in life, not being afraid of people, not being afraid of what they'll say, what they are going to do to me. It's just that let me come out of the box and say, because I know I have an idea to talk about. So I really need to come out of that box to stop being afraid of things and get things going for myself.
What did the test say when you took it?
What the test shows that I tend to be quiet, relax, easy going. That is phlegmatic.
Wow, that's awesome. So the test says you're phlegmatic. Okay. So have there been times when can you share an experience of a time when you had something to share, really something you really wanted to let out there, but for some reason you just kept it? Or if there are many more than one time you can share?
There was a time at a place I went to, so they were having a particular issue in some particular things, and I really didn't know what the problem was, and I really wanted to say something about it. So I really don't know what came over me that day. I had this opportunity to say something, but I just kept that in my mind. And also at the station, whenever I have an idea to talk about on air, I will just be quiet, and the other person, the other guest might just say what I want to say, and that is one of the things I've been facing, but I know I'm going to overcome it.
Okay. So you get to see that it comes with like the personality, but you've also seen that you have work to do in terms of like coming out. So is there something you've done recently? I think I know something you've been doing, but I'd like you to maybe share. There are any other things you've been doing to kind of like get yourself out of that box, and any practical things you've done so far?
Yeah, one of the practical things I've done so far is I've been able to be talking well, to be able to speak out when I'm supposed to speak, because when I started, it's when I want to talk, I'll be shaking on the mic, and it was really a bad one because so many thought I was not good enough. I don't know what to say. But when I decided to stop, and I decided to look how people normally talk. Normally, I decided to be reading all the time, going to the net, and that was one of the things that have made me to be coming up.
Okay, and then I know you have sports vox pop, right? Is that one of the things? Tell me about it.
I brought this idea. I knew I shared this idea with you about this sports vox box, whereby we go into the streets to ask some fans on their opinion on what is happening in the world of sports. And I did one, and I've heard so many responses from people, my friends. So many people have said it's a good one. And I just recently did one about Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. But unfortunately, they said they are not going to play the match due to the fact that it was an error from the governing body, that's UEFA. So that was one of the things I mostly do.
Okay. So how was the first experience going on the Vox Pop? Kind of share the things that were going on in your mind and how it was in the real sense of the word.
Yeah, one of the things that was going on in my head was that can I do this as Gibson? Can you do this? Can you go out and talk to people in public? Yeah, it was really hard, but with my friends who said I could do this, I think it's a stepping stone for me. And also I have been having battles because of how to talk, even before I started going on air, before I started, even in school, right from time, I've always been this person that likes to be lonely, likes to be quiet, even in class. I just stay one side in the class, and well, we all know that in class you have to be involved in so many things. So last year I started beginning to talk in class. It's not that making noise in class, but whenever they ask some questions, if the students don't want to answer it, I'll just raise up my hand and answer it. And that is one of the things I know that is a good thing in my life.
So you could jolly well say that, making a decision kind of was that trigger to make you come out. So you actually decided. Was there something that sparked that decision? Was it something you read, or you just woke up one day and were like, okay,
Yeah, I read most times, but I was motivated by people, because most times they notice me, even at my place of work, even I really don't want to talk. I'm always timid, always shy of people around me, and they notice that, and they said I really need to stop that if I want to be at the top. And this is one of the things, because I really want to appreciate my friends who have really done that to me, and most of my colleagues at the office. They really helped me in knowing what I'm going to do in life.
That's really awesome. So, 2 more questions. So, where do you see yourself, going forward now? What are some things you want to do, in the future? And with the decisions you've made now, what are the things you see yourself doing in the future?
There are a lot of things I want to see myself doing in the future. One of the things I aspire to be is to be a better pundit on sports, to be able to talk sports wherever I go to, either in any big radio station or a television station like Sky Sports, CNN, BBC, and the rest. That is what I would like to become in life, because I really want the world to hear me and know what I'm going to say.
Wow. This is awesome. So I have one more question. What would you say to people like you out there that have your personality? What message would you give in a minute or two to someone like you out there?
What message I'll give to the people out there is that we should try as much as possible to respect ourselves. We should know where we came out from, our background in life. We should always have a say in what we want to say in life. We should not be afraid of people. We should not be timid. We should not be shy. We should always come out positive in life. And also, there's an adage my grandma always told me, that play while you play, walk while you walk. Only a fool play all the time. So as teens and as teenagers, as friends, as colleagues, I really want us to come out positive in life, and we should always be confident, and the sky will be our limit.
This has been an awesome time with Gibson in the house, and saying this to everyone out there, every phlegmatic person out there. If you're listening to this, you heard it from Gibson. Come out, share your word. Say it from your heart. Don't be timid. Make a decision, and like he said, work while you work, play while you play. I remain John Akinola. It's been an awesome time, and get ready for another episode where I get to interview another guest on the program. And I see you when I see you. I remain me.